So it's time again for another Beckett overview of an order I did back in October. Finally got back to me today by FedEx, and we'll kick it off here with a non-sports card to start it off. This is a 2009 America at War. It was about featuring a lot of Band of Brothers aspects. This autograph card here was one of many. You had a lot of other figures who from that show, of course, based on real life, who signed these cards here. And we have a 10 autograph there for Wild Bill Garnier. Card itself was a little bit dinged up on the back. If you look at the edges, were just really not in good shape. A lot of chipping there, but wasn't too concerned about that. I just wanted to really get it verified, authenticated, and then encapsulated, and definitely meets all my needs there. So that's our first one. We'll head over to some football. Didn't do a lot of football here, just about 3 of them. Did a Andre Johnson, newly Hall of Fame wide receiver. Got his Bowman Chrome there from 2003. A little bit off on the centering, and that's going to dock it from the Gem Mint. There's the back there. Miami Hurricane. And then I was looking at this, a little disappointed in the overall result, but we got the infamous, in some ways, Tom Brady rookie card here with the rookie pairs, the Dominion, and I got a little bit off with the corners and the surface, so finished out at a 7 near mint. But what can you say? Still a Tom Brady rookie card. It's just definitely bottom of the barrel. And this is another rare one. I don't think there's any, at least in the Beckett population report, and I haven't checked PSA, but a Tressway, one of the all-time Commanders / Redskins punters. He's just got re-signed too, I think, this year. So looking forward to him kicking and punting for us for a while. Got a lot off the surface here, which I get that a lot, and I look at it and I just not really sure exactly where it is. So I finished out with an 8 there. This is the flight variation. If you look on the back, it says that right down there. And you have just kind of the background with that pattern. So that's one of the variations there, the Unparalleled Flight by Panini there, 2018. And there's not a whole lot of his cards, so this is one of the few, but I think there is like one more set of his. And there's a bunch of variations for this one, but then just again, not too many punters get the full-on treatment with the sports card these days. Let's shimmy on over to hockey here, and most of my order was hockey and baseball, so we'll start off here with the clear-cut parallel. Got a few of these here. So it's the Young Guns with Scott Morrow. The clear-cut parallel on the back side there with the grayscale, basically. And that gem minted. Got perfect corners and edges. A little bit off on the surface. So a really solid card there. I think I got that from PAX. Another clear-cut parallel here with a, let's see, Jonathan Lecker Imaki, definitely from Finland. From the Canucks, #1 draft pick card. Never really get anybody, tremendous with these cards, but they'll just by themselves are of novelty. It's the last clear cut we have is a Jeff Skinner, which I think he got cut. I'm not sure who he picked up with, but he's been around the league for like 12 years now. Hard to believe. Remember when he was a young guy coming up on the Hurricanes mostly. But he's bounced around a little bit in recent years, and another gem mint. So gem minted all 3 of the clear-cut parallels. Pretty excited about this one, and a little bit below the gem mint, but just barely. Minted with the Macklin Celebrating Beehive gold. There's a silver and a gold, of course. And I guess it should be silver because they won silver medal instead of the gold medal. But there you have the gold beehive. There's the back. Boston University, a budding star in the NHL. This one also got a little disappointment here with, I guess, again, the surface. And I checked the surface a little bit and looked at it and just was not sure what exactly on the front or the back. But this Connor McMichael Young Gun 7.5. But didn't do too bad on most of these cards. This is one of the disappointments, but overall, not a lot of upside with most of the cards I submitted. And pretty happy with what I got. Got a TJ Oshie Young Guns here from 08-09. A little bit on the corners there. Docked a little bit. Played with Jonathan Tays back in college at North Dakota. On to another Young Guns card here. One of my favorite all-time guys. Joe Pavelski on the Sharks here. Great Team USA guy. And a very solid San Jose Shark player for a number of years before he finished off his career in Dallas recently. Not sure he's going to be a Hall of Fame guy, but definitely, at the very least, Hall very good. Another gem mint there for that one. Got a, what's this called? A renewed card here. So we got the Alex Ovechkin Young Gun. Kind of a rendition here with the background colors. Got that in a near mint plus 8.5. Got his stats from playing in Russia before making it into the NHL. And the rest is history. Another technically Ovechkin and Crosby card. You got get that little shimmer going there. Rookie Showdown. Just a classic card here. And didn't get a gem mint. Looks like the centering's off a little bit, so not much I can do about that. But just a fantastic card here. Definitely something to display and a talking piece. One of my favorites here, John Carlson. Got the autograph. I love this Skybox autographic set. I have a couple of these. I think when I was a kid, I got a Joey Galloway NFL wide receiver card in a pack, and I bought a John Randall on eBay, another one of those too, and those were both, I think, from 1999, I guess, because this is also, yeah, it's style 1999 up there. But very good card here. A little bit on the edges, down to a 9, but gem mint. Can't be happier than that. It's a sticker auto too, so not on the card, but a sticker auto. You can kind of see that. And a 10 for the autograph. I think all my autographs on this part all got 10, so I'm very satisfied with the autographs. Moving on here to an Ivan Lebre. He's one of the all-time Caps guys. Original Cap back in '74. And I have all of the rafter retired jerseys that are up in the rafters at Capital One Arena. I have all their autographed cards now, so I've got all 4 there. And when Ovechkin gets his name up in the rafters, I'll have his card autographed as well, which I already have going. But yeah, Ivan Lebre. This is a different brand here. That's ITG Franchises US East Autographs. So it's from 04-05. Yeah, very good quality auto there. Just got another 10 on that. Just solid ink on there. And yeah, I like that card. Just a very unique card there with the horizontal look and also with that kind of 3-ring binder type of, or the spiral binder, I guess, look to that in the middle there. It's almost like a little booklet, I guess. And then the other one, I got the Dale Hunter here. This is an on-card auto. Didn't come like that in the pack, but someone got it signed, and not easy to find a Dale Hunter autograph card. I was looking for this for a little bit, and finally came across this one. And it's a little bit hard to read, I guess. It is blue ink, and then he wrote over that ice. Ice Wars. That's right, Ice Wars on there. And his name's right over top of it. So, yeah, Dale Hunter, definitely an all-timer in the Capitals lore. And this is from 95, 96, the Be a Player autographs. So it was, so my bad, actually, yeah, this did come like that, I guess, with the autograph. My bad, I misspoke earlier. So this is definitely, yeah, it's the autographs, but it was done on the card. I'm not sure how many of these there are. It's not serial numbered, but you've got the certificate of authenticity on the back there, and the Be a Player by Upper Deck back in the day. So that's it for the hockey. Let's move on to the baseball. Got a mixture of some modern cards and then a good bit of vintage. Good amount of vintage here, and some of the really neat ones we'll get to in a little bit here. So starting off with the Jeff Bagwell on-card auto. Got a 10 on the auto, gem mint. Just a little bit on the corners there, but happy with that. This is from 2021. Got it off of eBay, raw, and looked good, and thought I could get it graded. Very happy with that gem mint and a 10 for the auto. Got a second year Juan Soto, so 2017 Bowman Chrome prospects, and yeah, very solid corners there. Don't get too many 10s on the corners, but this one perfect 10 on the corners. And then there's that surface again as the lowest rating, but still gem mint, good stuff. One of my all-time favorite cards is this one as a kid. I didn't have this one with the signature and the silver, the facsimile, but I did buy this one off of eBay, and I wanted to get this one encapsulated. I don't think I could find a gold. There might be a gold variation of this, but I couldn't find one on eBay because I think there was maybe just one that was in black, and then the silver, and then the gold, I believe, but I could be wrong on that. But just, yeah, the classic Bichette Happens. Really funny card. I enjoy those kind of whimsical cards, I guess you could say. Another one here from Topps Archives from a few years back, 2022. This is a Babe Ruth black variation. Serial numbered out of 99, I think, right? Yeah, 99. So 78 on 99. You got that in a gem mint. Found this one in a card shop in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And I think I got it for about, I think it was about 40, 50 bucks maybe. And just, the game used Ted Williams. Legendary cuts there from SP Authentic, Upper Deck. Just a really solid, just game used pants, I guess. Those are pants that he wore. There's the backside with the description. The best pure hitter to ever play the game. And I will argue for that every time. Got another Ted Williams in here. That's more of a vintage one coming up here. After a few more of these, here's another one of the Topps Archives from 2001. Frank Robinson, just one of the, I would say, just undervalued players of all times. An all-time great. He won MVP in both leagues, first ever to do that with the Reds and the Orioles. Just a great player. And I get another piece of his pants there, I believe, again. Or no, it's jersey, I guess. Game-worn jersey. And they got the Topps Archives Reserve. It's got that chrome and the refractor nature to it there. There's the back of that with the authenticity lower right corner there. Yeah, a little bit off on the corners there and the centering too, but 8.5 near mint plus. So we're on to the vintage now, and I think we'll finish off with all vintage coming up here. Yeah, all vintage. So going back, turning back the clock with a Stan Musial, 1959 Topps. A little bit of almost a miscut there, very off center, so it gets that good rating. So there's the back with the stats. I'll flip it over. Military service in 45, like many major league players. Some of the all-time greats, and you got that kind of crease there on the back too. You can see right by the weight and his date of birth and his name. You get a good view of that. Another one, we got a Don Drysdale, 59 Topps again. Different color scheme here with the yellow to go with the Dodger blue uniform. Now we got a 4. A little, rounded on the edges, on the corners there and edges, but not too bad overall. Could do a lot worse than a 4. There's the back. This is very early in his career. He only played 3 full seasons before this card came out, so early Don Dries. I'm not sure if this is before or after his perfect game in the World Series. And yeah, an all-time classic here. Got the Ted Williams. This is the 55 tops. Got 2.5 on that. But just a really fantastic historical card here. Theodore Samuel Williams. Got his stats up to that point. Just shy of 2,000 hits by that point. He had 4 years missing from his career out of military service in both World War II and Korea as a fighter pilot in both engagements. Love this series here. I don't have, this is the first one I think I have in it, that 55 Bowman with the classic wood frame television set. Just an all-time classic there. Got the Bob Feller of the Cleveland Indians at the time. Van Meter, Iowa. And he was one of the greatest strikeout pitchers of all time. Bob Feller. This was actually the story behind this. So Don Mossy, I actually have now every Topps card in his career. I had one of these, but on the back, it was, I think someone just tried to write his autograph on there. It was clearly a fake. It had looked nothing like his autograph. And then when I sent it to Beckett, they sent it back saying it had to go to authentication services to verify the autograph. And so I didn't get that one. But I bought another one. This is the one I got out of 5 excellent. So it's got some good corners there. Pretty decent corners. Centering's off a little bit, so definitely, 5. And this completes my Don Mossy Topps collection. I was thinking about getting, I think he had one Bowman card. I was looking at the prices on that. It's about $50, and I think I'll just stick with the Topps for now. But Don Mossy, just a great baseball card legend, you could say. Definitely happy to get that collection complete. And then finishing off here, I'll do 2 of these at the same time. We got some Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks here. A 58 and a 65 Topps. 3.5 and a 5.5. So there you have the collection. There's actually 2 more I want to get to as well. I'll show you the back side of these one by one. But yeah, 2 more cards that had a bit of an issue. They were not fully graded for 2 different reasons. So the first one here was a Bo Jackson. I bought this on eBay, and I was definitely not doing my due diligence because, as you can see here, what is missing from this card is the score logo in the top, I believe, right corner. It should be up there. And then on the back, too, it should also have, on the lower part here, should have more information about score and the card number. That's all missing on the back here. So this is definitely just a reproduced card. Someone made this, and I mistakenly thought it was an authentic card. So this one did great. I think I got a refund for it, too. They gave me the $35 back or so, and so I got that refunded to my credit card. But the other one here as well did not get a grade, but it was encapsulated. So this is a Connor McDavid variation of a Young Gun. It's the 05-06 Upper Deck Tribute. And this one claims to be authentic but altered. And I'm not sure what it was. Of course, they don't give you really any detail about why they think it was altered. And I think I bought it. It must have been, this might be one, I'd have to look it up. I got most of these in packs. Most of the hot cards I get are in packs. I buy a couple off of eBay. This might have been one I possibly bought on eBay, but I think I got in a pack. Like I'm really uncertain if so I'm not sure how it was altered. I'm thinking most likely it was bought in a pack and opened up by me. So I don't know what the alterness is to this. I might take it to a card shop in the area and just ask them, hey, what do you think about this? And maybe just kind of pick their brain over that, because like at the top, you've got a little bit of a ding there with the kind of chipping right there. So, I mean, was it like, I'm not sure. I really have no idea. Is it a smaller size than most? I could maybe look at that, but this is the first time I ever got an altered on any graded card I've ever sent in. So definitely a first for that. So I'll probably just be curious about finding out what it could have been, because I'm at a loss for that right now. But that's the set, and we will take a break for now, and I'll see you perhaps next time.